Warren Buffett said, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation, and 5 minutes to ruin it." What's a real-life example of this? Artesian builds. CEO destroyed the entire company by deciding a winner of their raffle wasn't popular enough to get the prize. YouTuber Brookhouse uploaded a wrong video in which she was abusing her dog. Kelly Blazek used to run a closed job board for Cleveland area openings, mostly marketing related. A young professional DM'd her on LinkedIn, and her nasty response was so profoundly awful it went viral. I think she even had a Communicator of the Year award revoked. After all this, I think she fell off the face of the internet. She went from someone who functioned as a clearinghouse for job listings to a household name due to her unprofessional behavior. Article. This well-renowned family I used to go to church with, they were the prime example of a loving, happy family. Years later it comes out the husband was having an affair, divorce, and he moved out of town. The church didn't accept him anymore, neither did the community. The family also moved away, because they just couldn't stay in the same town anymore because the affair caused bad memories. They needed to start over. On the Gold Coast in Australia, the theme park Dreamworld lost all its reputation after 4 people died in an accident. A former boss in the army did it. He was son of a general, airborne ranger, and had a family right out of Stepford Wives. He was the perfect soldier and family man. Until one day it was found out he was banging an interpreter he met in Iraq. He hid this for a number of years, but it was eventually discovered that he was flying her all around Europe on US Air Force planes in order to keep her close and keep it a secret from his wife. The army found out, and he was forced into retirement and had to pay several $100,000 to cover the cost of the misappropriated aircraft. The divorce proceedings were quite comical as well. Made the military newspapers and everything. I knew a girl who worked her ass off to get into a doctorate school. She got expelled because she cheated on the first exam and was caught by a professor. At one point, Ryan Lochte was arguably on the way to becoming as big in the swimming world as Michael Phelps. Then his lies about being robbed at the Olympics torched his reputation and career. That X Factor judge who told a contestant, wearing a suit, that he was trying to copy her husband LMFAO. I think Natalia Kills was her name. Kevin Spacey went from acclaimed actor to rapist overnight. Had a supervisor who decided to get blitzed on morphine and alcohol before writing a racist, incomprehensible, unprofessional email, and sending it to every subordinate. Every single person turned against him, and he was gone from his job really quickly after that. And he was tenured and everything. Happened in an instant. Gerald Ratner. At one time Ratners were a nationwide chain of jewelry shops in the UK. They were known as an affordable jewelry shop. In 1991 he was a guest at the Institute of Directors and made a speech where he called the stuff sold by his shops total crap. A popular range of earrings was described as being cheaper than a prawn sandwich, and compounded it by saying the prawn sandwich would last longer. Shares in the company dropped like a stone, and he was fired by the majority company shareholders. I was just reading a story about how a police officer with a perfect career ruined everything by buying donuts and scanning a barcode for a carrot to make it cheaper. Lost his job for that. Damn. I didn't see anyone mention Aaron Hernandez. Dude had a whole NFL career ahead of him. And he went and murdered Odin Lloyd. There was a PC building company earlier this year that disqualified a prize winner because the company owner thought the winner's social media presence was too weak. Not fake, mind you, just not popular enough to be worth sponsoring. Shabba Ranks. He was genuinely being described as the new Bob Marley. Then he appeared on The Word and stated that the punishment for homosexuality should be crucifixion. You can almost see the exact moment his career ended. Gary Glitter taking his computer to get fixed at PC World and being outed as a nonce. Matt Lauer, that dude got wiped from NBC history. We had a beloved band instructor at our high school. He worked there 4 years, and everyone thought he was a great guy. He went to a band camp car wash fundraiser, and decided to jerk off to the girls washing his car. While he was in it. In the matter of few moments his life was ruined. Added the fact that so many people are saying if it was this or that incident in their hometown is really sad. It looks like this disgusting behavior is way more common than I imagined. A pizza delivery guy was belittled out of tip by rude local car dealership employees. They went really off on one, treating him badly, and threatened to get the pizza delivery guy sacked. The incident was caught on camera, and the internet went out for revenge. The car dealership was review bombed, and I think one of the colleagues were fired. Esteemed New Yorker writer Jeffrey Toobin decimated his reputation in a few minutes when he exposed himself during a professional Zoom meeting. Probably an oddball answer from my stupid knowledge of YouTube drama, but Austin Jones. Pretty boy musician type. Proper, 2010 Justin Bieber cut and everything, whose long-running career racked him up a not unreasonable 1.6 million subscribers, if memory serves. Then videos of him teaching little girls how to twerk got out. Among him doing other things with little girls. You'll be happy to know he's in jail now. Nelson Rockefeller was governor of New York before serving as vice president under Gerald Ford. He was found dead at his secret townhome. His wife wasn't there, but his girlfriend was. She was 49 years younger than him. Rockefeller's law states, never do anything you wouldn't be caught dead doing. Haven't seen Lance Armstrong's name yet. Scientists studied his body 4 years to find the cause of his incredible performance, just to have him openly admit to using steroids. The Duggars. Almost 2 decades of wholesome Christian vibes, reputation building just for oldest son Josh to destroy it in a single police report. Liam Payne. Not 20 years, but talking rudely about your bandmates with Logan Paul because you're jealous isn't something you can come back from easily from a fan or media front. Jared from Subway. Zillion Up. The Twitch streamer everyone thought was paralyzed, that suddenly stood up one day on stream. Ruined his career almost overnight and led to him getting banned from Twitch, and one of his friends hacking his social media accounts. The sad part is that it wasn't even really his fault. People just jumped to conclusions so fast that he didn't get a chance to make his case until years after the fact. It turned out he really was disabled, but he was able to walk short distances due to physical therapy. Former CIA director and Gen 4 star David Petraeus enjoyed a lauded 1974-2011 military career. Why Paula Broadwell was discovered by the FBI, and ultimately the Director of National Intelligence recommended he resign, but subsequently pleading guilty, after his resignation, to unauthorized removal and retention of classified information which may or may not have been shared with his biographer. Joe Paterno went overnight from one of the most respected coaches in all of sports, and a hero at Penn State for his fundraising efforts, to a known enabler of one of the most infamous pedophiles ever. John McCain appointing Sarah Palin as running mate. Decades of military and public service all tossed out the window when he picked the one of the stupidest people on the planet as running mate. Edit corrected the spelling of military. Billy Squier. His Rock Me Tonight video destroyed his rep as a rock star, and his sales, and he's been mocked ever since. Ashley Simpson, when she was caught lip-syncing on SNL. James Franco after his porn classes came to light. That Flat Earth documentary, where they try so hard the entire time, and then in the last 5 minutes they do the measurement with the laser, and realize the Earth isn't flat. Edit: I said radar when I meant laser. Howard Dean was either LT governor or governor of Vermont from 1987 to 2003 and making a respectable run for president when it stopped dead in its tracks when he made a weird-sounding cheer at a campaign stop. That was it. No sex scandal, no bad policy proposal, no poor debate performance, a clip that just sounded kinda funny.